We have everybody. Excellent. Okay. Just what? That's okay. So they're gonna join a little late, and then we get in. they forgot to wait. All right. Well, I mean, we're opening off here. Nameless with all the pressure right now, as Kaneko is going to bring it up and around the corner, but is intercepted by Hipster. In my eyes, the man to watch for the game. Mr. Great clearing out to Bump, who's going to bring it to the corner, collect some boost, and leave this one for Hipster. Puts him in a tough spot, but Jake go hard, helps him get the ball out, and what a fantastic shot from Kaneko off the post. Almost puts that one in. Mr. Grave now going up the wall, just missing it, but Jake Hard's there, rotating him from behind as Kaneko puts a shot in. Saved by Hipster, is going to go up the wall to clear it. Bump with space, but low boost. He's going to try and take it up the wall here. But Mecha Fusion is going to put this right back over to Jake. Mr. Great backflip, pierces it to the side. And Mr. Great and Kaneko in space. Mr. Great booming it to himself, trying to go for another read, but Bump is there. Bump with boost in space. He's going to wait for Mecha. Hipster now centering it for Jake, just off the side. And it's going to get cleared. Mecha over to Grape. It's back in the corner for Nameless. But Mr. Grape taking a shot. Nice clear from Bump. Kaneko just wide of the ball as Bump's gonna regain control. Gonna go for a flick here. Jake now putting in the middle for Hipster, but it's cleared by Mecha. Mr. Grape going for a demo, but Bump gets there. Anyways, that's a nice clear from Bump. It's just wide of the post, but was an open net. Hipster now over to Bump, who puts in middle. Back over to Hipster, who's not there. Jake now hitting it up for the wall, and Kadenka's gonna win it. He can get another touch here. Off the Bump. And Hipster's gonna put this to the side. Had some space, but Kaneko got there back in time. Hipster now still in the ball. Center for Jake, who hits to the side. As Mecha still in possession. Cut off by Bump. Kaneko hitting over to blue corner, and Bump's gonna take this up the wall. Going for a nice ceiling shot to clear it. Low boost though, it's not the best decision to make. Low boost going for the ceiling like that, it's really risky. Kaneko in some space, but gets read by Jake. Jake now leaving it for Hipster, who brings it to the side. Gonna get a center here, but it's dropped down from Grape and Bump. Grape saved by Grape. Great reflexes. Mecha Fusion has a lot of space right now. Could get a center into Grape, but Hipster's there in time. Kaneko and Bump 50ing each other on the side, and here's Hipster and Mr. Grape. Mr. Grape putting it in middle, but no one's there. Mr. Grape gonna take it up the wall for himself now. Gonna go off the ceiling, but Bump cuts that off just in the nick of time. Hipster now, low boost, but has a lot of space. Nice flick, and it gets over Kaneko. Can Mr. Grape get it? No, he can't. And Hipster putting it in, and it's a tough angle to get. And with no boost, he didn't really have a lot to work with there, but it just seems to work. A little bit of a miscommunication from Apple Juice here, but Hipster getting the job done. Mecha Fusion winning the kickoff. Gonna go for a shot, but it's saved by Bump. And Mr. Grape picks up the rebound, and Jake gonna get back middle over to Hipster, and Jake, a mistouch, sends it a little bit further backwards. Hipster now up on the wall, gets over Mecha Fusion. Kaneko gets high from Mr. Grape. Mr. Grape looking for the center, but nobody's there. He's following Hipster. Nice demo on Hipster. Kaneko around the corner. Can he get a shot here? No, he can't. But Mecha Fusion's there. It's saved by Jake. Jake, nice read off the side. But Kadenka's in a lot of space and now pops it up for Hipster. Hipster couldn't get there in time. Mr. Grape. Center. 5 seconds left here. That's a nice clear from Jake, and that should be the end of this game here. I see Bump setting up for Hipster, but Hipster can't get there. And Applejuice can't keep it up, and that's game 1 over to Nameless. A lot of back and forth play here. Doesn't seem to be a lot of chances being capitalized on. A lot of open nets and a lot of missed touches, but this is definitely a close game. It can go either way, honestly. Nameless had the ball in their half a little bit more of the time, but Applejuice really have to capitalize and work on their finishing a little better. But I still believe that this series can go either way. Here we go with game 2. Nice kickoff from Jake, and that's Jake, the ones player, getting the perfect kickoff. Best kickoff he could ask for in this situation. Seems to just go a little faster than Mr. Grape, and it's hard to really nail kickoffs like that every time, but Jake does a great job here. And Hipster looking to replicate Jake's success. Doesn't quite do it in Jake's fashion, but he gives Jake a lot of space to go up the wall here. Gonna hit it middle for Hipster, but Hipster won't get there in time as Bump hits it back up, cutting the momentum of the ball. Nice clear from Kadenka. Over to Mecha Fusion, who's just wide. And Jake challenges it, but it's cut off by Kadenka, and Hipster hitting it up. Looking to follow it up with a nice double tap. Almost gets 3 touches, and Bump up the corner now, just getting it wide. Jake O'Hart hitting it middle for himself. Could get a nice center here. Bump just wide of the ball, and Hipster hits it just above the crossbar. Jake still in possession. This is great pressure from Nameless. Bump now hitting it off the ceiling. Right up by Kadenka, and Hipster around the corner for Jake, who hits it down to the left side of the field. He's going to go for a ceiling shot. Can he finish it? It's just off the backboard and almost gets in, but Mr. Grape is back in time. Mr. Grape with boost and space can go for a flick here, but Jake O'Hart pre-jumps in. He gets ready in time. Kadenka's up, and Bump somehow gets around both of them. Good awareness from Bump to capitalize there. Seemed like Kadenka pre-jumped it a little too early. Instead of just turning for the ball, he tried to predict Bump's shot, and Bump gets it around him really nicely. Jake winning another kickoff. This is going on target, but it's saved by McFusion. Hipster's there. Jake with another beautiful kickoff, hitting it just to the right side of the post, and McFusion, a slight mistouch, not really much you can do there. And Hipster, speedy, coming out of nowhere. Nice rebound. And Nameless seems to be all over Applejuice here. And this is a complete turnaround from what we saw at the beginning of the game. It seemed to be a little close, and Nameless are really picking up speed here. And really showing how dominant they can be, despite only being 8-6. Hipster, nice clear to the corner. Jake's just wide of the ball, and Kadenka gets blocked out by Bump. Mecha Fusion to the middle. Kadenka's on the crossbar and can't get a touch. There's Bump now in space. Mr. Grape's save. Nice rebound from Bump. Just post. Nice interception from Jake middle. It's cleared out by Kadenka. Bump is in the air, just wide. Mr. Grape, nice center, dropping it down. But no one can follow a rebound. And this is the point in the game where Applejuice really have to start committing more than one player to an offense, and they really got to work on rebounds, because there are definitely moments in the game where the ball is just rolling really slowly in front of Nameless's net, but there's just no one to follow it up. And Mr. Grape is doing an excellent job of getting the ball centered for his teammates. It just doesn't feel like anybody is there in time. Mecha. Nice center. It's a little high, but it's a double command. 2 misses over from Apple Juice as Bump gets a clear. Gonna follow his own touch here off the corner. Hits middle for Hipster. And this is exactly what Apple Juice should be doing. Getting bodies in the middle. And it was a really good try from Hipster, but this is the kind of pressure that Apple Juice needs right now if he needs to get back in this. They still have time. Hipster, missed touch, sending it backwards as Mr. Grape off the back wall. Jake now gonna go up with it, and it's doesn't seem to be clear now, but Mega Fusion finally gets the last touch. Mr. Grape following Hipster up the wall for that save. Kidenka now gets dunked by Grape. Jake hitting it to the side for Kidenka, but he's cut off by Hipster. Hipster now good at this midfield, and nice clear from Mecha. Nice interception from Bump to keep the pressure. Mr. Grape now in space. Can he get back in time? No, Jake cuts him off. Doesn't really allow him to even get a chance at shooting. Cuts him off very nicely. It's Bump now. It's a little high, but it is middle. Hipster going for it. Goes off the corner, which is cleared by Kidenka. Straight to the middle, and Jake wide of the net. Mr. Grape now. Over to Bump. Bump goes around the corner, but it's cleared by Kidenka. Time seems to be slipping for Apple Juice here. But they can still get a consolation goal. Hipster to the side. Tries to follow his touch up, but can't get there. Mr. Grape, nice interception, and Jake hits it up. This could be a chance. Maybe one more goal, just to pad stats a little bit. And Mr. Grape still in the ball. And there it is, the consolation goal. Beautiful 0-second keep up from Mr. Grape. And Mecha Fusion, excellent finish. And it's a little, it's too little too late, but well played from both teams, keeping the scorelines to a minimum. It was some pretty solid defense all around, but ultimately Nameless just had a lot more pressure, especially in that second game, than Apple Juice. And if Apple Juice wants to move forward from this, they really have to work on getting bodies in the box, looking for rebounds, because that seemed to be what they were missing. And this is why they had so little shots this game, because most of their chances came from shots that were wide, that were rolling in the middle, that they could have finished. Oh, we can talk. Oh. All right, roll the music then. I got a game tonight. All right. Yeah. GG's everybody.